So, what is up, guys? Garrison Dunn here, and you guys saw by the title, a little more of a serious video today. I had other videos supposed to be posted for today, but I'm just pushing them back to another time. I have a normal video coming out this Friday. We're gonna talk about everything. Oh, fuck, where do I start? So, first of all, number one, and this was said by many other people, okay, the George Floyd thing was murder, and that's all you're saying? Like, obviously, people already know that. You know, that's common information. So, yes, it was, but you got to go out of your way and be like, listen, it was murder, and it was racial discrimination. Like, it's a lot of different things. Like, I saw this video by the guy in Comedy Central and Trevor Noah, and he was explaining why the riots were happening. And he was explaining, you're a kid, right? And your parents always swear, and they always swear, and they tell you not to swear, and they're always dropping F-bombs. You're most likely going to start saying that. But the people that are telling you one thing are then doing the other. You look at the police and, right, they're supposed to be, quote, protecting, and then they're actually going against that. And even at these protests or riots, they make themselves look even worse. And again, I'm not even talking about the people that go up to the cops, antagonize the cops, because those people, those are just idiots. Because, I mean, if you have someone going up to a cop, and there's been so many videos telling them to F you, kill themselves, that's just not going to solve anything. But for the cops just tear gassing people, completely safe protesting, that just you're not making yourselves look any better, in my opinion. So that's why he was saying on that. And also you could look at the Colin Kaepernick situation, right? He was kneeling, quiet protest, nothing really changed. So you can look at it a lot of different ways, saying, oh, well, these riots aren't going to solve anything. Tax money is going to go up. People are just going to get hurt. But then you look at what other people have tried and it's not worked. So a lot of different things. Also, the comments that I've seen that have frustrated me, and I'm sure frustrated other people. Because here's the thing with these influencers, I wouldn't even call myself one, but I mean, I have a platform to make videos, and that's what I'm doing here. So these people like TikTok stars, YouTube stars, right? People are getting mad that they don't talk about it, right? Which is completely fine. They have a platform to millions and millions of people. And then, however, when they do talk about it, Jackson Felt, he tweeted out that riots aren't going to solve anything. I mean, you can look at it like his point, again, if without looking at it in again, Trevor Noah, African-American male, like you have to look at it in their view, right? So coming from him, it's like, they're not going to solve anything. And people really got frustrated. People were like, you're just a white guy, you have no opinion. And that even is frustrating because it's like, if you live in this country, you should be able to have your own opinion, right? We're allowed to have discussions. However, what if he or other people that were going against the rioting had businesses or had friends in businesses that are now destroyed? There was a guy in Minnesota, I believe, that he saved his whole life on a business that got destroyed. Thankfully, there was a GoFundMe page and they helped pay for it. But what about all those people that don't have GoFundMe accounts? So that's that. You can't just shelter out their opinion just because of their color, because honestly, that could be a race issue in itself. People, again, have more value over their opinions than others, for sure. Don't get me wrong on that. But I just think it's not okay to just brush off someone's opinion just because their color. I have had the same experiences, but they have a platform trying to use it as best as their ability. Also, too, a lot of people, which has frustrated me, are, again, I don't really care. I've said this before, I don't care about who you vote for, whatever, right? I'm going to treat you the same way. However, people are trying to make this a politics thing, and it's really not. People are saying, oh, the Democrats or the Republicans. It's not a politics thing at all. It's a human decency thing. That's it. There was a footage of a guy, right? And he had a Trump shirt on. You can say his intentions were bad, whatever. But in the clip, walking, chilling in a protest, people were throwing shit at him. People were doing all this to him. And people are going to say, let's treat everyone equally. But then you're attacking this guy for just the shirt he's wearing. You can think Trump's a racist. You can think he's the greatest person alive, whatever. People are throwing bottles at him and just all this insane stuff. Like, how does that... That's not going to help anyone. Again, you could say, oh yeah, he's just wearing the shirt to piss people off. And that could be true. That could be true. But it doesn't mean you get an entire gang of people to attack him, right? So that's that. Also, there's videos of people burning flags. Again, people have mixed opinions on that. People are like, the country's built on racism, and then other people like family in the military that passed away for this stuff. Like, this is not okay. So, okay, also too, again, people are bringing out white people of the charts. White people have been killed more by the cops than black people. Here's the thing, right? You can make that point. You could be like, well, there's this white guy that was killed by the cops, a similar situation last year, and nobody talked about it. Here's the thing on this part, and I've thought about this for a while. Those could be true, right? The media could portray that. However, the media is choosing to use this Floyd story as a reason why African Americans are still afraid to do things that most people like myself, that I have privilege to do so, right? You can bring up all those numbers, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. There's a video by one of my favorite YouTubers and on his Instagram page of how he's saying how I have to be feared of dropping the girl off at her dad's house, having to talk about him all the time, having to meet him and be like, I'm different than the rest, or being pulled over. That's so screwed up, right? So you can bring out all these charts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right? I mean, you can say all these things, but the fact is we have to change. How do you change? To be honest, the fact that it's 2020 and this is still going on. I mean, Will Smith said a great quote. This isn't new, it's just being recorded, which is like, damn, that's deep. The fact is, you can't look at the stats because people are still being mistreated wherever, right? You can't do that, and you can't take that away from somebody. Sorry, another thing I forgot to mention. Sorry if it looks weird with the cut, but there was a photographer that takes pictures of the Sway House or whatever, a house in Los Angeles, makes TikToks and stuff, YouTube videos, and he was on a call and his friend with the police chief of Illinois. And the video is really, really important. I'm going to put it right after here, and you guys need to watch that. So
I kind of forgot the first part of your question. Can you answer that to me one more time?
My question is this. I'm not even a black man. And if I watch TV every day and see that 601 men have been shot and killed by police, 601 black men have been killed nationwide in the last 7 years by police. They have combined done less jail time than Michael Vick for killing dogs. 98.5% of police that kill people face no consequences. I can give you 3 recent examples. Breonna Taylor, 3 cops killed her, arrested her boyfriend, left her to die. They have not been arrested. Philando Castile in the same city shot a man in front of his daughter and his girlfriend, has not been arrested. Okay? So the 3 police who did nothing while watching George Floyd die, while 2 of them were on him and 1 stopped people, have not been arrested. So with those 3 cases, if I'm a black man and I watch that and I see that and I know there's no justice, right? What do you suggest I do? Colin Kaepernick was on a knee silently and people didn't like that. He was called a son of a bitch by our leader. The police are now being told that they can go to protest while people are protesting peacefully in a park, and they're pushed into the streets and shot at with tear gas and rubber bullets and maced in the face and ran through by SUVs. And the mayor of New York says that was okay. So what should we do? I'm asking you a serious question. I'm not trying to be mad. I want to know, what should we do?
You know what? That's a good question. I really don't have an answer for you, to be honest with you.
So then we burn it
There's
down.
a breakdown in a whole.
Again, these are kind of my thoughts. I kind of want to talk about both different sides just in case people aren't really looking at the other side, right? Because people don't want to see what the other person is thinking. So again, thank you guys for watching. The description will be a link for different ways you can help out. Back to normal video on Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are staying safe with the whole coronavirus thing. And that's it for me today. Thank you.